Hey guys, how are y'all today? Happy Tuesday. So, trying to get my camera just right today. All right, we're going to give just a little bit because I'm 10 minutes. I've been trying to help Mr. Metzenberg. And there is Noah and Connor today. Hey boys, happy Tuesday. I love you, Connor. I love you, Noah. I miss you guys. Mr. Metzenberg's making crepes. He's doing a hey Connor. Y'all know how he makes pancakes? Well, he also makes crepes. And we had a request from our college student that he would be here a little bit later today, and he wanted crepes for brunch. So Mr. Metzenberg's in there in the kitchen. If you hear the noises, he's making his famous crepes this morning. See, we need to be in our classroom where he can make us green pancakes, don't we? All right, I miss you guys. Okay, today I also got this one from the Scholastic Book Fair. This one is Don't Call Me Bear. Look at him. I don't know if any of y'all have read this one or not, if you saw it at the book fair. This is another one that Miss Whalen recommended. Oh, Connor. Music to my eyes. I should say my ears, but since we can't hear each other. This one's Don't Call Me Bear. Before I get started, one of the things that I've been playing around with parents, I hope that you're listening, because if they're not, if you could play this back for mom and dad. And you okay? All right. Miss Whalen's here. Parents, if you could play this back for mom and dad and then just talk through them. Some of the other schools that I've noticed have been doing like, you're having breakfast. Noah. Good morning, Noah. I love you. Sorry. ADD. Some of the other schools across the country have been having like morning meetings and show and tell and stuff like that through a program that's called Zoom. I tried Google Hangout, and only so many people can show up in Google Hangout. We could do it that way, but Zoom is supposed to let everybody join in. And I know it's something that our own district technology office, it was one of the apps that they recommended that we use. So parents, if you get a chance today, if you just go to just Google that Zoom, and then I'd love some feedback on that about whether you would like that, whether that you think that would be good for your child. I would love for us to stay connected. We are a family. We call ourselves a family. I would love for us to stay connected. So if that is something that you all would be open to, even if it were, I'd love to have all of us, but if we could have just some of us, that would be better than not having any of us. So I know some schools in Fayette County were doing that too, that I miss their morning meetings. So looks like Jace is here. Good morning, Jace. Just in time. I haven't started yet. All right, Don't Call Me Bear. Okay. Check him out. Good day. He's Australian. Good day, he says. My name is Warren, and I've got something to share. He's a koala. Just because I'm furry doesn't mean that I'm a bear. Look, he says bear, not a bear. I'll tell you how this started. It's been going on for years. Captain Cook said, "Hey, a bear." Those crazy pioneers. And then over here, and we always look at the pictures, don't we? It's got a chart of common marsupials, okay? And it's got a possum, a kangaroo, a wombat, a koala, which is what he is, and then the Tasmanian devil, okay? And he says, see, if they had done their homework, then they know it wasn't true. Marsupials is what we are, and you should know that too. Anybody know that koalas weren't bears? Now, you find bears up in Canada and polar regions too. I don't live in the USA and catch fish in a stream. Let's see, this way. I'm not some 10-foot grizzly bear who makes the campers scream. Help, bear. Look, you see a shadow. Yeah, look at the pictures, don't we? Help, a bear. So I have had a gutful, and I'm sorry if I've shout. I'm not a bear. I'm really not, and you need to sort it out. I didn't read that nearly loud enough, did I? Kangaroos are kangaroos. You don't call emus chooks or a chicken. A platypus is not a duck, even though that's how he looks. But why am I so different, pal? Yeah, what's your little game? Why am I the only mug you don't call by his name? Look, it's like toy koalas. Look what he scratched out. See that? This way, Laura. Poor little guy. He's all upset. Why am I the only one in the whole entire bush? The bush is down in Australia. You may not be a bear, mate, but you look like one, so. And he comes back with, shush! What little faces. Oops. All right, here we go. I'm really struggling with this whole camera thing. And then he walks off, and they still don't get it. And they say, what a cute little bear. And then the platypus says, yeah, bears are great. And he looks like he has a little black rain cloud over his head because he does not like being called a bear. So, anyway, this book is from the same author that read Pig the Pug, that wrote Pig the Pug yesterday that we did. On the back, I always love, even with reading books, I always like to find what else that they've read. And guys, if you remember, we've read Thelma the Unicorn, and I Need a Hug. I don't think I've read that one yet. But I have that one. I actually have that one even home. Before we came home, I made sure that I grabbed a bunch of our books so that we could do this together. Oh, looks like Ryland's here. Oh, Connor says he loves this book. It's a cute book. Good morning, Ryland. Good morning, Jace. All right, guys, one more. The wonderful things you will be. I have some really sweet kids on right now. Of course, all my kids are sweet, aren't you? Okay. This one is by Emily Winfield Martin. It's got a mom and a little girl. Excuse me. When I look at you and you look at me, I wonder what wonderful things you will be. Guys, I wonder that about you all. I have such talented, amazingly talented, super smart kids. When I was doing grades the other day, I was thinking, wow. Thinking about what you'd learned. I was looking over and I'm interrupting my story, I'm sorry. But I want y'all to hear this. So I was looking over the grades that you all did over this past 9 weeks, and especially like some of the retests that we took, some of us, and the way that you really got those, you really mastered those standards. And looking back at like the first 9 weeks of where we started out and where we are now, it's just amazing how far you've come. And we still have a little bit to go, and hopefully we'll have more information that I can give you about that after today. We're waiting on the principals to meet with Mr. Moore, and then we'll know more about that. But anyway, I'm just so proud of you. I'm just so proud of you. We've second grade is not easy, especially if you think back to hey Bennett, how are you? The one we read was funny. I like that one. I always try to do a funny one and a serious one. If you think back to what you've learned since last year, guys, it's amazing. Amazing. And I'm sure Bennett says he's watching too. I'm sure he would tell you what you'll learn in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade looking back on 2nd grade. I always tease my 5th graders if they want to come back to my class, because what they're doing in 5th grade is so much harder. And that's why we just keep pushing, because your little minds are just amazing. So I do wonder. I wonder if I'm talking to future doctors and future teachers and future lawyers and future business people, and maybe a future president, maybe a future governor. So who knows? When you were small, to tell me hello, I knew you were someone I wanted to know. For all of your tininess couldn't disguise a heart so enormous and wild and wise. Oh, I've got some big hearts in my classroom this year. Huge hearts. Hearts that genuinely love people and take care of others in our room. And I bet you do that at home too. I hope you do. I hope mom and dad see the wonderful things that I see. This is the first time there has ever been a you. There's no one else like you guys. Nobody. So I wonder what wonderful things you will do. Will you stand up for good by saving the day? Oh, I hope so. Or play a song only you know how to play. I know Ms. Metzenberg's son is into music. That's what he's going to school to do. Will you tell a story that only you know? Will you learn what it means to help things grow? Will you learn how to fly to find the best view? Well, she is sailing through the air, isn't she? But I also have a cousin that's a pilot, and that is what he does. Or take care of things much smaller than you. I hope you do that. I know a lot of you do that. Oh, this is definitely you guys. I know you'll be kind and clever and bold. Stand up, guys. And the bigger your heart, the more it will hold. I want you to look what he's doing. He has gathered all of the younger kids around him, and he's reading them a book just like I'm doing for you. If you've got younger brothers and sisters, neighbors, cousins, whatever, that are in your house right now, read to them. You guys can read. If you're in my classroom right now, you guys can read. When nights are black, when days are gray, you'll be brave and be bright, so no shadows can stay. Then you will discover all there is to see. And become anybody that you'd like to be. It happens this way. Look at all those different people. You guys are different, but you're amazing and you're unique. And then I'll look at you and you'll look at me and I'll love you, whoever you've grown up to be. I don't know if you all remember or not, but just a few weeks ago, I had, I love you guys. I'm reading your comments. I love you all. And thank you. I had a student that came back that he's a senior this year. It looks like Slade has joined us. Good morning, Slade. I had a senior come back to see me. I love him just as much as I love you all. So I hope that whatever you all grow up to be, even when I'm not your second grade teacher, you'll come back and see me. Because once you're in my class, you are always mine. I know y'all hear me say that. So we'll keep posting and keep sharing. For parents that just joined, hey Slade, oh man, I love you, buddy. I love all of you guys. For parents that just joined, DTO has given us some things that we can try. One of them is called Zoom, and so I'm going to download it and play with it too, and see if there was a way that we can do like virtual online meetings. Parents, with your permission, of course. I want you to know that number one, I'm a mama, and so I've always been protective. I'm still protective over my kids. Caleb gets very aggravated with me. He's 19 years old and he's at Asbury, but he's still not old enough that his mama's not going to tell him what to do, or at least encourage him and nudge him in a direction. So I get it. And I also want you to know I'm very protective over your kids as well, because they're mine, at least for this year. And what did I just say? Once you're mine, you're mine. Slade Sissy loves you. Oh, Slade, I love you too, buddy. Anyway, so I'll play with that, and I will try to send out some invites for that. And then those that want to join in, I noticed that earlier I said that some of the schools in Fayette County, and one of the things that they had suggested for us to do, and there was another school, I don't know, somewhere on one of my Facebook teacher groups, they were doing like morning meetings and show and tells through these different apps. So we are trying to get something in place to get some Chromebooks into some hands. Borrowed, of course, they'd have to come back, or within my classroom wouldn't have Chromebooks. But if you know somebody that absolutely has zero technology in their house, and I can tell you more about that later too, we want to make sure we reach out to everybody and we get everybody involved. So I always hate saying goodbye. I wish, see, this is another platform I wish that we could all join in more. Miss Whalen will be back today at 12:30. If I hear more, I know I'm so sad. If I hear more about the new NTI plan, I will keep you updated as soon as I know something. I was saying earlier before everybody logged on, I was looking back at grades, and guys, I'm proud of y'all. Y'all have worked hard this year. You worked very hard this year. And so we're going to keep trying to keep on keeping on, and to find a way and a plan to keep moving, especially with math, because there are things that are only taught in first and second grade math that once you get to intermediate and realize that this is a different year, and that may be totally out the window, but usually once you get to a different year, those things aren't taught anymore. You're just expected to know it. So second grade has already been meeting online, the teachers have, and so we're trying to find a way to get that knowledge to you and to get those lessons to you, and so I can let you know more about that later. I hope you're excited. No groans, right? Always positive. Yay, we get to learn more. So no, you guys are super smart, and I'm proud of you, and I want to keep those little minds growing, because it amazes me looking back at the grades and the standards that you knew back in August and even in December, and then doing grades this time and seeing how people had grown, and seeing all those retests that we did and how you grew on those. And amazing. I'm not just saying that. Amazing you did that. I could teach all day. If you all decide you're not going to learn, you're not going to learn. But you didn't do that. Amazing. So give yourself a pat on the back wherever you are right now. Anyway, I love you guys. Be good to each other. Be good to your parents. Be good to your brother and sister. Be good to everybody in your house, okay? We treat others the way we want to be treated, right? I love you. Mwah. Big hugs. Big hugs. Bye, guys. I'll see you later. Join in at 12:30 for Miss Whalen, okay? See you later.